They are not going to win. Period.
Hello,
They're gonna
everyone.
grow up, and I'm going to stay an old man that I am.
Yep. Okay. Thank you, Patrick. Hello, everyone. This is Reality Sunday 16 Clown Car Posse Edition. This is the Atheist Ranger. I have here with me Bunto, Fiona, Matt, Patrick, and the Doctor. How y'all doing?
Hello.
And Stalinist Brony, too.
Hello.
On his bony. Yes, I thought he left. Damn it.
What part of hold on didn't you understand? You
Well, I already pressed the button when you typed it.
fucking faggot. Fucking
you.
hate you. Is my audio coming out of the right fucking channel?
It's coming out of both channels on my side.
No,
Yeah.
not that kind of
Yeah,
channel.
that's
Is it
fine.
coming out my mic or my fucking built-in mic? Because I have no idea. I just got this laptop, okay? So I'm still figuring out how the fuck it works.
Well, it
I
sounds fine.
think it's probably coming out of the good mic because it sounds pretty high fidelity here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tap the mic and tell me if you hear it. Well, no,
Nothing.
tap the actual mic.
That I am.
No, actually, you may be right. It may be coming out of your laptop or something.
Okay,
Yeah,
I have
it's
to
not
switch
coming out.
my-
It's coming out of your laptop. You got to switch.
Let me. Well, that's fine. I'll just fucking use that mic. All right. Everyone here is a cuck, except for me. That's all I have
No,
to say.
everyone
I don't
knows.
know what we're talking about.
Now,
We'll talk about you.
Oh, we're talking about me. I like talking about me. Let's talk about me some more.
so this is about the Clown Car Posse, which for some reason I had a thing this afternoon. I may share it here. Antonio Fletcher was having a hangout, and him and G-Man were talking some shit.
About you?
Not about me, but just talking shit about
Okay.
atheists. And
Oh, fantastic. Let's do it.
yeah, the name of the hangout is atheists who should not be taken seriously.
Full disclosure,
Oh, no,
I'm stoned to shit right now.
I'm an atheist that needs to be taken seriously.
Listen,
And of course,
no one takes you seriously, Patrick.
What?
And of course, the three names I remember him saying was J.D. Kane, Jacqueline Glenn, Matt Dillahunty, and the Amazing Atheist.
Jacqueline Glenn
That's-
and Matt. Come on.
Those are the intellectual powerhouses of the atheist community. Clearly,
Yeah, clearly.
fuck, fucking, what a piece of shit. Full disclosure, I'm high as shit right now.
How high is shit though?
Very.
Depends on which way you're aiming first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was in a hangout recently with Antonio on whether or not atheism was simply a lack of belief in a god, which quickly became about G-Man saying that definitions are objective. They don't come from humans because they're dictated by the dictionary, even though we make...
Which was not written by humans, as we know.
Yeah.
My Twitter meme or my icon is that meme that says atheism, choosing reality over fiction. No, really, that's all it is. That's
Yeah,
it.
man.
Period. End of sentence.
I think in the live chat during the hangout, I was actually me and G-Man were kind of going back and forth because he actually brought up this stupid argument of if atheists criticize the Christian God, we're proving that we know he exists.
What?
Yeah. So.
Does he
Yeah,
understand
the
what-
idea
does he
is...
not- Does he not understand what an internal critique is?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't understand what a metaphor is. He's not going to understand what an internal critique is.
No, he doesn't.
That's true.
'Cause-
Listen, I was saying when I got sniped out the hangout that I responded to somebody today who was saying that they found atheism to be unreasonable. And what I pointed out to them was that from an atheist point of view, given what they know and given their experiences, atheism is the reasonable position to hold. From a theist point of view, given what they know and what their experiences are, theism is the reasonable position to hold. So it's all down to each individual person. A theist doesn't hold a theistic position because it's unreasonable in their eyes. They wouldn't hold it otherwise. Same goes for an atheist. An atheist wouldn't hold the atheist position if they thought it was unreasonable. They obviously think it's reasonable. And it's because we're all individuals. We all have a different spread of knowledge. We all have different life experiences, and we all come to our own conclusions.
So in other words, in other news, fire is hot and water is wet.
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
It's one of those things. It's so obvious.
Well, how do you know water is wet? No.
Well, fuck you.
Yeah, let's go the precept route. How do you know that?
Isn't that
Yeah.
You are presupposing the uniformity of
Doctor,
nature in order to make that
I'm
statement.
going to beat the shit out of you. I fucking hate you.
Back to the question.
I love you too, Stalinist.
How do you know what is wet, Stanis? Please answer the question.
Yeah.
Fuck all of you. I'm gonna fucking. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna figure it the fuck out, you.
No, I do disagree slightly with what Fiona said. Is that sure? There are theists who are reasonable to hold in their beliefs. Theism can be a reasonable position, and atheism can be a reasonable position to hold.
Dawkins
And there
Delusions
can be people.
is not one of those people.
Yeah, well, there can be people who are irrational and unreasonable for holding to atheism, depending on why they came to those positions. I encounter those people on a daily basis, and unfortunately, more atheists than they are theists.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm the only atheist in my house. I'm always excuse me. I'm always looking for people I hang out with, people I call friends. Most of them have some sort of religious belief or whatever, and I'm looking for the good person. I make friends with good people. That's what's important. Yes, I cringe when a specifically over theist friend of mine gets to talk to me about, you should go to church and all this. I'm like, no, but I know this person to be a good person. So it's hard for me to tell this person, there is no God, grow up. That's my attitude on online, but when I'm dealing with people on a day-to-day basis, like here, actually meeting them, shaking their hands kind of like thing, it's not an easy thing to do, especially when you realize that these people are good people, but there are those people out there, there are good people and there are bad people out there, and some of them are atheists and some of them are not, and some of them are over the wall theists. It's an individual thing, like Fiona was saying, everybody's an individual. It's a matter of looking for who's a good person and being friends with good people and all that stuff. Then, and only then, you try to influence them to realize, there's probably no God, and you try to be like that. But
this conversation
you don't want to insult people, But I'm not an apologist.
I do want to insult people. Fuck you.
That's what the hangout's about. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, we insult people who are definitely dickheads. There are plenty of dickheads.
Like Patrick fucking Festa. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Well, I could introduce you to Romeo G's latest little rant about how newborn babies are evil and performing human sacrifices.
All right, let's do it. That sounds fantastic.
I didn't have my today's Sunday, so I didn't have my breakfast baby today.
Neither did I.
No. Newborn babies are the ones who are performing the human sacrifices. Like right when they're popped out of the womb, they're off killing one another, basically.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's the kind of stupid shit that's like off out of this world stupidity that I don't deal with on a day-to-day basis. What I deal with on a day-to-day basis is your average Christian, goes to church and like, oh, thank God that I found this, or thank God that this person. No, don't thank God. Thank that's the way I am. But I don't have I don't have those assholes in my day-to-day life. I have those assholes on Google only.
Yeah, just real quick. Packard, what's up, man?
Hello.
Long time no see, buddy. How's it going?
Not too bad.
I haven't seen you since Quiet Atheist Hangout.
Oh, yeah. I remember that now. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I have a fucking bone to pick with that asshole. Okay,
Who? Me?
not you. I don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, that's good because I don't
Fucking
know who
quiet.
the fuck you are either.
Good.
Why?
No one knows who I am. That's how I like it, yo. So, Quiet Atheist is like, hey guys, you should all make me like 1 minute long videos, plug in your shit, and I'll make a video. And then a bunch of people sent him a bunch of shit, and the video never came out.
It did
Yeah,
come
it did.
out.
No, it didn't.
It did so. I saw it.
So did I.
I didn't see it, yo.
Well, then
What?
you obviously didn't look hard enough.
Why?
Well,
I think
fuck
he made it
you.
private.
You made it private? What the fuck's the point
I mean, he
then?
made it public. That I think he made it private because I can't find it on his thing anymore.
All right, what is this? What is this about making it hard?
Shut the fuck up. Patrick is like the one sober guy that's at every party that just kind of ruins it for everyone else.
So how's your podcast?
Wait. Did I not drink enough wine yet? Let me go get another glass.
Okay.
Yeah,
please.
you're gonna need more, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna be more, dude.
Packard, how's your podcast been going?
Going okay. I mean, I'm hitting some snags here and there, but you know, that's life in the podcasting lane.
Ah, that's good. So,
What's your podcast about?
thank you. I was just about to ask that.
What's that? I'm sorry.
What's your podcast about?
Oh, we talk about news, science, religion. You know, same old shit.
Gotcha.
Boring.
Actually, I have two not boring. I actually have two
You
podcasts.
do it as much as me, dude.
What's that?
What?
Somebody said something. I didn't hear what they said.
Oh, I said when you're like in that stuff as much as me, dude, it's like it gets boring after a while, yo. You know what I
I've
mean?
been doing it for 5 years.
Yeah. It wears on you, doesn't it?
I actually, you know what? It kind of does. It's not so much doing the show that wears on me. It's all the fucking editing I have to do.
Fucking amen, yo.
Can we get a link to your Can I get a link to your podcast in the side chat?
No, you
Oh.
can't, Patrick. Fuck you.
Yeah, well, let me see if I can find the. Let me get to the comments here. It's easy. Just look up Google. Just Google Packard pokes at.
Packard pokes at.
Yeah, Packard, Packard, and then the word pokes, and then the word at. Packard pokes at.
And make sure that your safe search is on when you type that in.
Awesome.
You can't find it without the safe search on. I'm just saying. No,
I don't have a say. It's okay. I'll figure it out.
actually, I have a second podcast, which is still fairly new. It's under a year old. It's called "The Atheists, the Bible, and No Wardrobe." That's just an audio only. It's not on YouTube or anything. It's on iTunes and Spreaker and Stitcher.
Cool.
Okay, I'll look for it.
Okay.
I'll probably listen to it eventually when I get time.
Yeah. We're like, I don't know, like halfway through Genesis in the readings. I mean, what we've actually already read is way further than that, though.
When I did that, we got the whole way to, in one episode, we got the whole way to like, I don't even remember, but we got several books in, dude.
Yeah.
So again, we
basically
went on
you're-
for like
you're
2
basically reading the
hours.
Bible and you're sort of counteracting the. That's probably why I didn't listen to it, because I don't get into reading the Bible.
Yeah, that's why we do it, so you don't have to.
I appreciate that. Believe me, I appreciate that, because I'm reading the Bible. You're looking at.
We
you're
actually
looking at-
we actually make it we actually try to make it as interesting as possible without it making you fall asleep.
Yeah, you're looking at somebody who's raised a Roman Catholic. I even went to catechism, so yeah. I literally have no interest in rereading that mundane book.
Yeah, well, we made some interesting discoveries, but they don't show up until much later in the book. But I mean, where we've read that those parts haven't been posted yet, but we've talked about quite a bit. I'm updating my phone right now, so I can't even look right there. Actually, you know what? Actually, I can. I can look at my iTunes, see how far we've gotten. Let's see here. We've posted up to what's posted is up to 21. All of verse of 21, all chapter 21 is what's posted. We were actually a lot further than that, though. We're like halfway through Leviticus in recordings.
Wow.
Yeah, we sat down and
more power to you, because I would never in my entire life have the patience to do that.
yeah, I
I'm
drove
like, screw that. I don't want to know about it.
I drove a school bus for 9 years. You want to talk about patience?
Wow.
Why are you people? I'm not talking to you, either of these people that are talking. I'm talking to the side chat people right now.
I don't even see a side chat.
Oh, go look at it. Why are you
not looking
people
for it.
debating these freaking morons? Like,
not.
seriously, how do you not jam a spoon into your eyes?
I do frequently.
Oh.
What's that? Jam a spoon in your ass?
Yes,
I'm sorry, Fiona. I couldn't
I
resist.
do. I do. You know, it's not just face palm; it's head desk. But
Exactly. Thank you.
a lot of us, the reason we do it is not to change their minds, because you have to have a mind to change in the first place.
Good
Yeah.
one. Good one.
Yeah,
Excellent.
Patrick,
Thank you for
we
that.
do it
shut the
for
fuck up.
the others who are listening.
Yes.
That's the point. And to correct the errors that are being made. And some of the errors are so awful. I mean, you have to wonder, how can anybody be so fractally wrong?
Oh yeah. Tell me about it.
Well, Fiona, you're just begging the question there. You're muddying the waters to poison the well.
Shut the
Yes,
fuck
exactly.
up.
Yeah, I mean that was one
I
of the,
can't even see the chat window wherever it is.
You're giving me like flashbacks to fucking Dawkins, dude. Like,
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
none of
this
that.
is. It was one of the things that was said to
Like
me.
PTSD,
when I pointed out that I mentioned that a 17-week fetus cannot have an independent existence. Right, 17 weeks. We have no example. We've no examples of a fetus at 17 weeks gestation being somehow kept alive outside the mother. There are none. I mentioned that. There's no way a 17-week fetus can have an independent existence. And I was told that that was my opinion based on my biases.
What?
Yeah.
oh, what?
After you were accused of begging the question.
Yes.
In my opinion, there is no water in my body right now. None.
Yeah,
Well, of
And-
course not. Otherwise, your DNA would degrade.
You're just an
yeah. And it's that level of idiocy. And
In my
also,
opinion,
Let it
Atheist
finish.
Ranger has had an intelligent thought before.
the other thing that absolutely baffled me was the claim that in an ectopic pregnancy, they do a caesarean section to remove the fetus from the womb. That was part of the discussion with Skylar Fiction. That was actually said. And yet the whole definition of ectopic pregnancy is one which isn't in the womb in the first place. That's why it's ectopic. So how are they doing a caesarean to remove it from the womb when it isn't there? They'll be hunting for a long time. And this is somebody who's making an argument in the abortion debate. It doesn't even know what an ectopic pregnancy is.
I don't even know what that is, but the cesarean section is to remove
That's-
a baby.
It's a
because-
tubal.
That's
it's
how
a-
I was born.
giving birth.
It's a tubal
Oh,
pregnancy.
there it is. I apologize.
Tubal
that's
or
how-
in very rare cases on the ovaries, I think.
Yeah, it's outside the uterus. And if it's a tubal pregnancy, then that's life threatening to the mother because the fallopian tube will rupture. But they actually said about well in ectopic pregnancies they do a cesarean to remove the fetus from the womb, which is where it isn't. And I thought that level of ignorance.
All right, like just based on the fact that I was born through C-section and whatever the fuck you're talking about did not happen to me, I'm just gonna guess you're right.
Well, usually
That's the problem. Born in a city. That. I knew there was something wrong with you.
yeah, an ectopic
No, I'm just
pregnancy.
stoned as shit, dude.
Yeah, an ectopic pregnancy is one where the embryo implants somewhere other than the uterus. That's what ectopic means. It's in the wrong place.
I always thought
That sounds like
I thought ectopic meant it was further up into the fallopian tubes versus in the uterus.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's where it gets its name from, is because that's the most
Yeah.
common area where it occurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Seriously, somebody explain that to me. I didn't know these words. Or
I don't
joking
either, dude.
aside, I know. I've been joking around.
Basically, a fertilized egg
No,
doesn't
let's not
completely
explain.
descend into the womb, and it attaches itself.
Oh,
To the wall of the fallopian tube.
Slow down. I didn't even finish asking my question. I was going to ask Fiona to explain it to you, but you can too if you want. I don't know these terms. I'm joking about it, and I apologize for making fun of all this stuff. But what are these terms that Fiona is actually saying?
Oh, said ectopic. I'll put it in the side chat. Ectopic. And it just means it's in the wrong place.
So if it's in the wrong place, what does that mean? I mean,
It's that it's not in the uterus. It's not in the womb.
Yeah, it's further up in the fallopian tubes.
okay.
Or it can actually have gone the wrong way and end up in the abdominal cavity.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
if it's
That sounds awful.
Yeah, but if it's some of those pregnancies will go to term, the ones in the abdominal cavity. It's very rare. But in the ones in the fallopian tube, as the fetus grows, it eventually will rupture the fallopian tube. And the woman
That
runs
sounds painful.
the woman runs a very high risk of bleeding to death.
Wow.
It's a medical emergency. And they can't repair the tube, and they've just got to go in and take out the tube, fetus, the lot, right?
So is there like
The point is, it's not in the womb.
is there like a pre sort of
I can't hear you for the background noise.
thing that's happening to this woman and some sort of procedure to save this baby?
No, not if it's in the fallopian tube. You
Wow.
cannot save it.
I
Yeah,
didn't-
if it's that far up there, then it has to be removed. Otherwise, it could kill the
Yeah.
woman.
But here was Antonio describing this as in an ectopic pregnancy.
I didn't
removing
even know that. I'm an atheist. I did not know these things, and that's
But
very
he-
interesting scientifically to me. And
He was talking
for
about
these assholes to use that as some sort of godly, abortion thing is disgusting to me.
No, what he was saying was that in those cases, where it's in the fallopian tube, that you can open up the woman and remove it from the womb. But the whole point is that the definition of it being ectopic is it isn't in the womb.
It's not even in the womb.
It's not even
Yeah,
there.
it's not even in the womb. It's
Right.
further up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
further
saying.
up.
Well,
Somebody-
thank you for explaining it to me because I did not know that, and I appreciate you explaining it.
Well, it's even worse than that, Fiona, because remember, he insisted that pregnancy never poses a life risk to the mother.
Who said
Now,
that?
Antonio,
No.
he has
Well,
insisted
actually,
that for months.
it's a bit more subtle than that. What he is saying is that there has never been a case.
Just getting
With a-
pregnant.
Well, hold on.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There has never been a case where the life of the mother has been saved by the intentional killing of the fetus. Now, he's making a big distinction here. This is what his argument is. he would be okay with doing a cesarean section, removing the fetus in one piece, and leaving it in a tray to die. That would be fine, because that's not intentional killing. That's nature taking its course. Same with inducing labour, right?
Yeah.
What he's objecting to is the intentional killing. And he's defining that as the surgical procedure that doctors sometimes do, where they remove the fetus in pieces from the uterus via the normal birth canal.
Sometimes that's the only option.
Right, but that's what he's when he says there's never been an example where the life of the mother has been saved by the intentional killing of the fetus, he is ruling out any examples where it was anything other than that method. That's how he's getting around that problem.
Yeah,
He's making this
injecting the word
distinction.
intentional. He's injecting the phrase intentional killing of the fetus.
Yes.
In other words, he's using that as a weapon, and that's where his scumbaggery comes in.
Yeah, but here's the problem. How many medically induced terminations are accidental? They're not. They're intentional as well.
Well, you see, madam, I accidentally removed your baby's fetus and chopped off its head. Sorry.
That's the distinction he's trying to make, though. But the point is that no matter what method is used, at the end of it, the fetus is dead.
Yeah.
So basically what he's objecting to is you just can't, like, deal the killing blow?
Yes, that seems to be what he's homed in on.
Just the killing, just the what? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense to me either.
Yeah, I was watching a bit of that hangout, and I think what aggravated me is that he actually said that, or tried to propose in a way that a baby born, I forget the name of the name of the condition.
Do we have any videos of this guy?
Of Antonio Fletcher, yeah, but
yeah.
Can you bring him up?
I think what aggravated me is that he was trying to propose that I think a fetus, a baby born without a brain, isn't going to suffer or something like that.
Yeah, that's a difficult one, because as was pointed out, you don't know when suffering begins.
I'm not a professional, but I would assume it begins whenever the nervous system is fully developed and working. But I'm not a professional. Don't trust me.
In the case where you have a baby born with most of its brain missing, and it's only going to survive for about an hour,
If that.
and it's going to suffer. But is it suffering prior to being born as well? That's a question that is something that can't really be answered. See, I mean, I have to admit, I don't like abortion. I don't like it at all. I'd rather there weren't any. I'm a Roman Catholic.
I don't know a person that does like abortion.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's like, hey, everybody, let's go have an abortion. Yay!
Yeah, and that's why I object to the pro-choice people being labelled pro-aborts. I think that's a terrible thing, because there's nobody out there with placards saying, what do we want, more abortions, when do we want them now?
Yeah.
Nobody's doing that.
Like the
Actually,
You're not pro-life. You're pro-abortion. Yeah, bullshit.
actually, over in several Asian countries, they are actually pro-abortion. They are. I mean, they are literally. They find out what the gender of the fetus is going to be, and they will abort it based on its gender.
Yeah, but that's not so much being pro-abortion as being pro a specific sex.
Yeah, that's it. Well,
If you see what I mean.
Yeah, no, I
Um,
get that, but it's still you're still aborting. It's still abortion, no matter how you slice it.
And it's more
Yeah,
like
and a
population control.
It's
Yeah.
a different sort of thing. It's about population.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
but you see, what's the alternative? What is the alternative? You could end up with a situation like Ireland, where you can perform a termination if the life of the mother is in danger, but you can't if the fetus has a fatal malformation.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Was that any pregnancy is dangerous to a mother or to a woman?
No, but I'm talking about those pregnancies which carry an unusually high risk of danger.
Mm-hmm.
That they will kill the mother.
Yeah.
You know what it comes down to? You know, with these religious people, these overly zealous pro this and anti that, is that, in other words, to them, you know, to the extreme zealots, you know, life starts at an erection, and these are the people you just want to slap in the face.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
it gets to the point where it turns into this stupid philosophical, so-called philosophical discussion about when life actually starts, and then you start going into these pseudoscience, and I mean pseudoscience discussions, and it gets to the point where you're just arguing about arguing. You're arguing about talking. You're talking about talking. You're talking about arguing. And it gets to the point where, like Fiona's just brought up, this ridiculous nonsense that this guy didn't even realize that it doesn't, you know, this baby didn't even exist in the uterus, that sort of thing. It gets to the point where it's just a bunch of stupidity. It comes down to what is the reality. This is why I don't get into these discussions, because I didn't even know these terms, and I actually asked you guys to explain it to me. And I totally admit, you know, like when somebody can admit that they don't understand something and ask the question and find out the answer, that's where we need to be at. But these people don't do that. These people just spat out stupidity day in and day out, and it just gets to be a headache.
That's the thing is, though, they think that just because if you're an atheist, you automatically think you know everything about science and every field, and you're automatically qualified to give an answer on those.
Right. In other words, that's the problem. The problem is that just like they think about scientists. Scientists are supposed to know everything. No. The whole thing about science is that we don't know everything, and the beauty. And this is my own quote, by the way. I made this up. The beauty about the scientific method is the anticipation of a better explanation.
Oh, I like that.
Can I give you an example that happened just the other day? And this isn't in the Republic of Ireland. This is in Northern Ireland. It's part of the UK, but it has its own abortion laws. And they basically are the same as those in the Republic of Ireland. So you can terminate if the mother's life is at risk, but you cannot terminate if the fetus is diagnosed with a fatal abnormality. And as a consultant, she's been a consultant for 15 years or thereabouts. I'm doing this from memory because I can't go and look this up, because if I do, my Chromebook will slow down so much I'll end up losing connection. But anyway, she's been a consultant for about 15 years, and she had a case where there was a prenatal diagnosis made of a fatal condition in the fetus. They couldn't terminate in Northern Ireland, and the couple, it was a much wanted baby.
Oh, I was just thinking of this story.
And the couple had to go to England to get the termination. But to then get the genetic testing to find out what's gone wrong, this consultant was having to advise the parents what size of picnic cooler to buy to bring the fetus back to Northern Ireland.
That's a different story than I thought it was. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the woman that was in that she was actually she actually died from sepsis because
that was in the Republic.
Right. Is that the same story?
Ireland.
Yeah.
That was in the Republic. No, this one was in Northern Ireland.
Okay.
This consultant has now resigned.
All right.
Because she felt that compassion had gone out the window. This couple were losing a much wanted child, and they were being told to bring it back to Northern Ireland in a picnic cooler.
Jesus Christ.
Carry your dead baby back into Northern Ireland in a picnic cooler. And that was the advice from the doctor. Because it was the only way to ensure that everything was preserved so the genetic testing could be carried out. And that is absolutely heartless. You imagine that on the ferry, clutching your handbag and your picnic cooler.
Wow.
Damn.
It's just absolutely
That's
horrific.
Heartless is
That-
a good one.
That's like here. They wanted several states wanted to. I think Indiana was one of them because I think we covered this on the show. Is that they wanted to actually make women who wanted to get an abortion, if they got one, they had to pay to set up and pay for a huge ass funeral for a clump of cells, which they couldn't afford to do. And several other states actually had tried to adopt the same plan as well, which is fucking retarded.
Did you know that 50% of pregnancies end before the woman even knows she's pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
50% of them.
Yep.
And then add in the ones that end in the first 3 months of pregnancy. And then add in the ones that end between months 3 and 6. They're rarer. And then add in the ones that are lost between the 6 and the 9 months. And it turns out that in humans, 80% I think it is, it might be slightly higher, but 80% of pregnancies are unsuccessful. That's without anybody intervening to end them. This is just left to their own devices. 80% of pregnancies in humans are unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Are they going to insist that all of these women, the ones who haven't even missed a period,
I don't.
you know,
I don't know.
the
I don't know
the
about
fertilized
this.
egg is like, you know,
That is very
5
sad.
days old. You know, are they going to insist they have a big expensive funeral as well? Does that mean a woman needs to basically, every time she has a period, if she's had sex, collect it all and have a big funeral for it, just in case there might be a fertilized egg there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about the statistics, Fiona, because 80%.
Mhm.
I come from.
It's
I'm
shockingly
divorced now,
high.
and I've been divorced for a long time. But it seemed to
Yeah.
me that every time I took my pants off, my wife got pregnant.
Oh, no, it's seriously.
Damn, it must have been hard to shower in your house.
But no, the highest part of that figure comes from the number of pregnancies that are lost before they've even implanted in the uterus. So it's before the woman even knows she's pregnant, before she's even missed a period. Because remember, you've got that 2-week window between ovulation and the period. And it's an estimate because they've got no way of actually gauging that.
Yeah,
I had
I'm-
those
I'm
discussions
not
with
sure.
people and some religious people to say that they think they would know if they were pregnant or not. And I'm like, sometimes women don't generally know if they're pregnant, and it's like, oh yeah, they would. It's like, you fucking don't even
No.
have a fucking clue.
Yeah,
Isn't there an entire
I know
reality
that-
show dedicated to women who didn't know they were pregnant?
Exactly.
I know that my first one, my wife didn't realize she was pregnant. Well, she wasn't telling me, and she was, and it happened. It just happened. Then we, after the first one, and we were trying different things like the timing and the ovulation thing, and that had mixed results. And then she went on these birth control because we didn't want to have any more. And she ended up with these fucking migraines that totally ruined the entire relationship because she was just getting,
Yeah.
Just
Hey, it's not easy
couldn't
being
get
a
along with this person with his migraines, kind of thing. Sooner or later, the marriage ended. But the point is that it was actually more. You're saying 80% are not successful. I'm saying to you that in my experience with my ex-wife, we were trying to make it less successful, and I had 3 kids. We're not kids anymore, by the way. It wasn't easy not to have kids.
Well, that's the figures that they've come up with. And it's that the largest part of it is the 50% where they're lost within the first 2 weeks. So you just don't even know you're pregnant. And it's a really high figure.
I suppose.
Yes.
Excuse
That's
the
Antonio's
pun.
channel.
Excuse the pun, but I suppose we were blessed with the ability to have kids. But I'm sure that there are people out there who are trying to have kids who can't. But my ex-wife and I never had that problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the hangout that inspired me to do this one.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
There's a lot of atheists on YouTube.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, right.
Hi.
Well, maybe not necessarily a lot, but there are certain select atheists here on YouTube which seem to be given way more credit than they deserve.
Really?
Certain atheists here on YouTube absolutely should not be taken seriously.
Better projection
You got
there, huh,
atheists
Antonio?
on YouTube like Jacqueline Glenn. Atheists
Stop.
like
Jacqueline Glenn is not trying to be taken seriously in the least bit. Her videos are largely satirical, and before he even mentions The Amazing Atheist, same goes for him.
I like Jacqueline Dunn.
So do I.
Lacey Green. Atheists like
Okay, I agree with that one.
TJ from The Amazing Atheist. Of The Amazing Atheist.
Did you say from The Amazing Atheist?
Dude, he is the amazing atheist, yo.
Yes.
These people have big names on YouTube,
Fuck yeah, they do. Bigger than you.
way more credit than they deserve. These people are the absolute, worst excuse for atheists that should be looked upon as intellectual.
No one looks. Okay.
I'm jealous.
No one looks at TJ as an intellectual.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I'm
no one
jealous.
looks at TJ as an intellectual. He's an entertainer, dude.
I'm jealous he didn't mention me.
Oh, you
I'm
never know.
obviously the best atheist on YouTube, so you guys could fuck off.
Oh, second to me, son.
Fuck you. It's not even a fucking contest.
These are a bunch of clowns on YouTube.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah, that's the point. You
That's
fucking
the
idiot.
I don't remember putting on any makeup and putting on a big ass red nose.
Listen, I do that every fucking day.
Yo, where's my baby powder? I want to need to powder my nose.
The most
Sorry.
sophomore, the most horrible arguments for their position.
Be specific, please.
Jacqueline videos from time to time, and then I'll see certain videos that the amazing atheists would do, and I just think to myself, why does anyone take these people seriously who are atheists?
Okay, for the
I
record.
just think to
Oh,
myself,
weird.
No one takes the amazing atheist seriously, dude. He's a comedy channel, you fucking
I'll
piece
just
of
think
shit.
to myself.
Yeah, because we're just so incapable of thinking for ourselves. Never mind the fact that they may be comedians, but for the most part, they do make good points. They do attack you guys' stuff pretty accurately.
Yeah, but just, if you want an atheist to take seriously, look up Matt Dillahunty or.
Well, that's
Or-
one of the people he thinks that shouldn't be taken seriously.
Well, fuck him then, because he sucks dick.
That's
Like,
because
Matt
that's because the
Dillahunty
people
is-
that are actually publicized and the people that are actually making a difference are the ones that he's pissed off at because he's fighting them because they're the ones that are making a difference. That's why he's mentioning them. Apparently, that's why I said I'm jealous because I'm not mentioned because apparently I'm not making a big enough difference.
You're probably making a difference and you don't even know it.
Why? Thank you.
You know,
Yeah,
I mean, my channel is growing incredibly fast of late, so who knows?
I'm sad.
How many followers do you have on your channel by chance? Just curious.
Well, let me put it to you this way. Several weeks ago, I had less than 50 subscribers, I want to say, probably about 6 weeks ago, and now I have 124. So,
oh, okay, that's pretty good.
yeah, it's grown as fast as I wanted it to grow when I started. So, I mean, I've been getting a lot of new subs recently. So, I
I
still
gotta
haven't
tell
made
you
a video
though,
yet. So,
I gotta tell you though, I've seen in the time I've been on YouTube, I've seen a lot of atheists. They get really popular really fast, and then they just fizzle out.
Yeah, unfortunately, I still have not yet to break that 100 mark. Unfortunately,
it's the slow growers. It's the slow
Yeah.
growers that are going to last.
Yeah, I'm one of those slow growers.
yeah.
These people give are just bad.
Care to be specific here, Antonio?
yeah, come on, dude.
They're bad. They're bad. They're just bad people.
See,
They
Ray,
don't believe in
hold
my
on,
God.
hold
They're
on,
bad people.
Does this guy seriously ramble on for an hour and a
Don't
half?
you understand? They eat babies.
We
No,
eat the babies. They're so delicious.
Guys,
They got the baby barbecue sauce.
I have to say that
He specifically does not ramble on for an hour and a half.
No.
Other people do join, but
Yeah,
it's not going to go on for an hour and a half.
I was about to say though, nothing kills cottonmouth like a baby. Okay.
Here's the thing, guys. If you decide that you're not going to take certain atheists seriously, then it means that you're not going to go and counter their arguments. And so you're shooting yourself in the foot.
No,
Because
it's that we're laughing at the ridiculous arguments. We don't even justify. I at least myself, I can't speak for anybody else, but for myself, I don't justify their stupidity with an argument. It's like, oh, yeah, all right, go away. See you next.
yeah, no, but no, I'm talking about the people that he's mentioning. This idea about not taking them seriously. If he wants to go down the apologetic path, then he has to listen and see what arguments that they are making if he then wants to counter them. And if he's just going to hand wave them away as they shouldn't be taken seriously, then he's never actually going to deal with any of their arguments. Now,
That's generally their shtick. They won't take on an argument directly. They will dance around it as much as they possibly can.
yeah, and see, this is why I get tarred with the sort of demon spawn business by the radical evangelicals, because
Well, I
I'm a
thought that was because
Christian.
you were Catholic.
No, that's, yeah, but because if I have a go at one of the arguments they're making a very bad argument, and I say that's a bad argument, they take it personally. They think I'm criticising them, but I'm not. I'm criticising the argument, and they need to learn to do the same thing to their own arguments. But they've also got to be able to take on the arguments. If an atheist makes a really bad argument, then they need to pick it apart and show why it's a bad argument. And if they're going to just say, no, we're going to ignore these people, then what are you here for? Why go down the apologetics line? Why say that you're trying to show how rational theism is if you don't deal with what the atheists are saying?
Well, part of the reason is they draw a distinction between apologetics and evangelism. If you're just evangelizing the gospel and just making broad, sweeping statements about Christianity, you don't actually have to defend it in face of criticism or questions or arguments. You can just hand wave those away and just keep repeating what your interpretation of the gospel message is.
Mm-hmm. But this idea that Antonio has about ignoring these ones, let's just ignore them. The thing is, they're not going to go away. It's like closing your eyes, sticking your fingers in your ears and shouting, la, 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 I can't hear you. Or
That's
like
what they basically do.
You know, 2-year-old kids, you tell them to hide. And they think if they do that, because they can't see you, it means you can't see them.
Wait a minute, that works? Holy shit, let me write this down.
It does apparently up to the age of 2, or if you're an ostrich. You know, they need to. There is no point in burying your head in the sand. I mean, if you want to go out there and prove that, you know, well, say prove, if you want to go out there and argue that atheism is the way to go, you can't say I'm going to ignore all these evangelicals. And if you're an evangelical apologist, you can't just say, well, I'm going to ignore what the atheists say. No, if your whole reason for being is to go out there and show how wrong they are. Because by ignoring them, you're certainly not going to show anything wrong in what they say.
Well,
So
I actually have to take a little umbrage with one thing you've said. I agree with you for the most part. I have to take. It's not our job. It's not our job to go out and do this. We do this voluntarily.
I understand that. I said if that's what you want to do.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
then. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm saying, well, if that is, I mean, if you are here to, you know, show that a position of faith is daft, then if that's your reason for being here, you have to go and do that. You can't just shut your eyes and say, I'm going to ignore them. But that's only if that is what you're wanting to do. You can't say, I'm going to fight this position, and then shut your eyes.
I do it so other atheists who don't want to do that don't have to.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If if that's what you're going to do, if that's what you say you're doing, then do it.
I want to thank you
for that. For the Christian apologist, if you say that you're going to be providing this rational basis and you're going to show how irrational atheism is, then if you say you're going to do it, do it. Don't ignore them. That's all I'm saying. Don't say you're going to do something and then shut your eyes.
See, I want to thank Packard because that's exactly where I'm coming from. In other words, I have no interest whatsoever in reading the fucking Bible to debate, so-called debate these fucking assholes. But Packard is willing to do that, and like,
oh yeah,
I want to thank you for that because
you're welcome.
I'm about showing about the reality, you know, promoting the science and trying to, you know, educate and all that stuff. You want to talk to me about the Bible? Go fuck yourself. In fact, if you don't want to go fuck yourself, then go talk to Packard.
Patrick, we just had a talk about foul language, sir.
Oh, did we? I'm sorry.
And there you go with your cock mouth again.
I can't help it. It just comes out of me, you know. Just, you know.
Exactly, Patrick. Yeah, please watch your language.
I try watching it, but I can never see it. Wait, is this a family-friendly hangout? Should I not be smoking weed right now?
No.
Okay.
And just like that, it was demonetized.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What the fuck is going on with YouTube?
Fuck
man?
you!
Hey, what? Wait! Did you just say the word F word? Oh, wait! Hang on a second.
Hey, Patrick, you suck dick.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm in full house tonight.
I'm sorry, I don't. You know, I would, but I don't.
What? You're telling me Atheist Ranger has actually attracted attention from other human beings?
I always
What kind of madness is this?
Thomas, how many times do we have to go over this?
You're not awesome. Shut the fuck up.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Atheist Ranger is definitely
Shut the fuck up, both of you. You're both faggots.
Hey, brother John.
Atheist Ranger is responsible for this hangout, so he's definitely awesome.
I'm very fucking responsible. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you letting me get stoned on your channel.
Hey, as long as I ain't going to jail for it, I don't care.
that makes that bio passage, the gay people have to get stoned a lot, makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, you know what it does.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hitler didn't want to literally bake the Jews. He just wanted to get them baked, yo. They just
that's what it is. Somebody got the orders wrong. Everybody get them all
Yeah.
baked.
That is a nice Holocaust joke.
Yeah.
Sorry,
to be fair,
that was
it's acceptable for Stalinist Bernie to tell Holocaust jokes because he does have family that died in the Holocaust.
What's up, Ranger? What's up,
His
everybody?
great-great-grandpa
Sorry,
died by
that's a
getting drunk and
tasteless.
falling out of the guard tower.
Yeah.
Brojo's here. Somebody introduce Brojo.
Hey, John, how's it going? Okay, he's not there anymore.
Oh, fuck him then. He sucks.
What's up, Brojo? If nobody else wants to introduce to you, I'm glad you're here.
I did. He didn't say anything. I thought maybe his mic was broken.
Oh.
Hey, Bro Joe. What you doing? What you doing, Bro Joe?
So, Packard.
Yes, sir.
Real quick question.
Quick answer.
Okay.
It might not be a quick answer. I talk a lot.
Well, as soon as I get an actual laptop that can support Skype, would I be welcome on your podcast?
Sure. If I keep my lights on, I certainly can.
I have a laptop that supports Skype. Can I come on your podcast?
Oh, maybe we'll have to set something up.
I promise I'll probably be sober.
Well, that's a lucrative. That's a kind of a loose promise, isn't it? You promise that you're probably.
Exactly. I'm leaving it open, yo.
I will probably maybe, but I've had people come on the show a little drunk before, and it's like it never worked. It's always not a good show. So if you want,
I promise not to be completely fucking wasted.
I promise not to be passing out.
Well, we actually had one of our. Well, this happened a while back. One of our regular hosts. We had a guest host. We actually had Creationist Cat on as a guest host. And it was getting towards the end of the end of the show, and he actually fell asleep during the show. And like,
that's something
I
would do.
We're like, Joe, wakey.
Well, that's just rude.
He was working a lot of hours and things like that. So it wasn't intentionally. So he felt bad enough as it was, but we teased him just appropriately enough. So.
Well, as long as it was appropriate.
Yes.
It wasn't appropriate.
Yeah. Although so in 5 years I actually slept through one show. I didn't make it. I overslept and I didn't wake up in time for the show one time in 5 years. So I think I'm allowed.
I've done that like 4 times in the last week, yo.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No,
hey, watch your language.
Again, I still can't.
It's the house of God. This is the house of God.
Which one?
All of them.
Yeah, I know. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm no longer the atheist ranger. I've been converted. I am now the Christian ranger.
No, you're the Muslim ranger.
Okay, yes. You know what? You're right. I'm the Muslim ranger now.
You're the jihadi ranger. All right, everybody, we're going on a jihad.
Dana just left. I was trying to catch her before she actually left. She was saying goodbye on the side chat. Oh well.
Well, thanks for dropping by, Fiona. Hopefully you can come again sometime.
Hopefully I'll be able to talk to you while sober and at a time where I will remember the conversation, because I don't remember anything that's happened so far.
Well,
no, I remember the black dude being fucking retarded, but besides that, I don't remember anything.
Well, let's get our 2 new guests in here. Mark and John, how's it going?
Going well.
My mouth is filled with tortilla chips.
That's a good place to be, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Is his mouth any? I don't know. Is his mouth any good?
Who knows?
All right, I'm a little lost here.
He's
But
fucking dying in the background, dude.
I'm a little lost here, but just in case, I want everybody to know that it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
What you been up to, Brother John?
Did you smoke it or did you not smoke it, Patrick?
I'm smoking it right now.
I like this guy, dude.
As far as my mouth, ask any guy in southeastern Pennsylvania, they'll tell you.
I live in Western Pennsylvania.
I'll trust you on that.
I live in Western Pennsylvania, yo.
Well,
Pittsburgh.
see, now we need to have him go. You need to get together and find out.
I'm in PA myself.
Oh, we're all in Pennsylvania here, yeah.
Antonio's having another hangout right now.
Let's watch it. Let's see what the fuck goes on, man.
I kid you. No. The name of the hangout is All-Star Clown Car Posse Panel Discussion. Can God make a rock so big he cannot lift it?
Oh my fuck. Let's watch it, dude.
Yes.
I want to fucking see this shit, yo. Bring it up for a little bit.
I'm trying.
Is that what they're calling themselves now? Isn't that like a joke name that like atheists gave them?
Yeah, the atheist community gave him.
So they're just rolling with it now?
I guess so.
Alright. Whatever. I can live with that.
So can I.
I might
Oh,
need to take
G-Man.
another hit.
I hope I'm not giving any. I hope I'm not giving anybody a echo with my speakers being
No, you're
open
good.
like this.
You're good.
fine.
All right.
You're good on this side.
Arcane is there as well.
This is gonna be good.
Can you see it or no?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right.
I can't see anything. Oh, it says it's
Oh.
presenting, but I haven't seen anything yet.
Oh no, G-Man.
Yeah.
That guy actually left a message on one of my videos. Said, "How do I get on your show?" Like, oh Christ!
Yeah. Who, G-Man?
My show is not a debate show. I do my debating off on the side on other people's videos in chat or wherever. But I don't debate on my show. Well, we have a discussion, but we don't have debates.
Yeah.
And somebody said here in the chat, I don't understand why, if we as humans can create things we can't live, why wouldn't it logically fit that he cannot do the same, especially if humans are made in his image? Okay, the whole problem with this,
Christ.
He's
already wrong out of the gate.
Yes. Oh my God, this is.
He was
painful,
born.
dude.
He was fucking born wrong, dude.
We were just all born wrong.
No, just him.
It's so painful. It's funny.
I can make
Packing
things
another few hits as we're watching this, yeah.
but that has no effect on my nature. Those are two separate things.
Are they really?
So, he's really addressing the wrong.
Y'all need Jesus.
Yeah.
Patrick needs Jesus.
He's understand. I'm a human being with limitations. God doesn't have these limitations.
Prove it.
Bullshit.
Wait, stop. Well, then
Bullshit.
why can't he create the stone then? You fucking piece of shit.
And why can he not mess with free will?
It's because y'all need Jesus.
Fuck you.
If you had the Holy
Yeah,
Spirit,
throughout the Bible,
you would
I love it when
understand the Bible.
I love it when Christians say that God doesn't interfere with free will, except for when He does.
Exactly.
And isn't and when people pray for
Holy shit.
when people pray for other people for God to intervene with their lives to change their mind somehow, they're asking for their imaginary sky wizard to interfere with their lives in that point.
Because Packard, y'all need Jesus.
You just hate
We
God.
all need Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh, Christopher's there. Christopher's on set.
Doesn't have any effect on my nature itself.
Can God clone himself? That's a good question.
Not the nature of God. That's quite different.
I was actually
Wait,
thinking.
wait, stop. He doesn't even know the nature of God. He can't make a claim that this is the nature of God. He doesn't know the nature of God. There's nobody knows what God's nature is. They're all basing this on stories.
Exactly.
And you know, honestly, if they actually read their Bible properly, they would see that their God is a fucking volcano.
I agree.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yo, what you talking about, Patrick? Yo, need Jesus.
Patrick.
I'm serious.
Go get another glass of wine.
I am serious.
You're gonna need it, dude.
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep a straight face on that last one. I tried to, but I failed.
No, Patrick.
Get
a glass of wine now. You need to be
I still have some here.
Well, chug it and get some more because you need to be more drunk, dude.
It's just funny. It's oops. What I just click on? Wait.
I don't know what the fuck you just clicked on.
I was trying to click on the mute button.
So the discussion when they want to posit a God that can do the illogical. Would you worship an illogical God?
Your God is already illogical. Jesus Christ! They screwed up when they made their God maximally knowledgeable, maximally powerful, maximally good. If it was 99.9999, then the problem with evil and all those other problems would go away. But they make it maximum at 101%. No.
Packard, I'm the Alpha Omega. Y'all need Jesus.
That was an awesome place to fucking unmute the hangout.
Oh,
that was nice.
Sorry, these people get me all pissed off.
You and me both.
That's why I don't do it anymore because it's just so fucking ridiculous.
Then why torture yourself?
I know I'm making fun of it right now and I'm trying to be funny, but
no, I know, I get that. It just
that's why I don't do it anymore. I tell you, I just ignore their fucking shit anymore.
Patrick, I gotta
tell you, a couple weeks ago, my oldest daughter went to a wedding. It was some religious ceremony, and she came back from that, and she knows that I do my podcast. She's actually helped me do my podcast for a while there, and we recently started doing this Bible one. She's in college and she lives mostly on her own in Milwaukee during the school year, and she came back from this religious ceremony, and she says, "Now I get it. Now I understand why when you guys read the Bible, why you're actually reading and analyzing it and the way you guys are talking about it. I understand now because." They were doing some kind of weird ceremony thing out there, and she's like, these people they're reciting some story which was fucking horrible. Like all these people had to die except for one to get this one girl. I'm like, that's a fucking horrible story.
Tanya,
I am happy for you, Packard, that you have a daughter who recognizes the stupidity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, she doesn't, because she's an atheist as well, but she usually doesn't, go out and say, "Hey, I'm an atheist, everybody, let's, hang out," or anything like that. She doesn't participate in things like that. She just kind of like goes her own way. She's like I hate to say it, a cultural atheist, if there was such a thing. She doesn't, doesn't do, like I said, I go out and do the talks with people, and so the atheists that don't want to have those conversations don't have to, and she doesn't want to have those conversations, but I do, and now she understands why I fight religion the way I do.
Excellent, excellent.
Guys, this hangout just got 100 times better because Tanya just joined. And if Tanya is drunk and or high, then that just adds another 100 times on top of that. So,
Well, hey Tanya, how are you?
What up, everybody?
Yeah, she-
Hello.
this hangout is 200 times better.
All right, now
Yeah,
I
she's drunk.
definitely need another glass of wine.
I am not drinking nor high.
You need to be both right fucking now.
Acted like it real well.
So you know what? I'm just gonna say the elephant in the room here. Tanya, you are a theist again, I hear.
That is true.
Awesome.
Came into the host then, Tanya.
So, what changed your mind this time? If you don't mind me asking.
All kind of shit.
Hey, Tanya, I wanted to ask you if you had an experience or something. What was it that was? Because I didn't really get that from that show you did.
Yeah, I did. I mean, lots of different experiences, like, and I keep using the word coincidences because I really can't think of a better way to explain it.
I gotcha.
That felt like some kind of a personal connection. So, you know, I reevaluated my position and I'm like, okay, by definition, I guess that makes me a theist. So I guess that's what I'm calling myself. I don't really know. I need to like explore the other possibilities. But I am not a Christian.
You're one of the hottest theists in
Oh,
the
shit.
internet.
Oh shit, Patrick, dude.
Thank you, Patrick.
Don't worry, Tanya. I still got mad respect for you.
Cool. Well, I appreciate it.
I'd have more respect for you if you were intoxicated in some way.
Oh, don't give her any. Yeah. I want to see her and Raven's Vengeance do their dirty dances on a pole together.
I just want to know. I just want to know why it is that I only like lobster tails, not the entire lobster.
I know. Me too.
Because you can't handle a whole fucking lobster, dude.
The claw's the best part.
Yeah, damn fucking skin.
That sweet meat.
That's gross.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And if you're not careful and don't put rubber bands on our claws, man, we'll
Patrick
fucking pinch the shit out of you.
Oh, that sounds
And
bad.
cause you to get an emergency room bill. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Are you stoned?
What?
Are you stoned?
Fucking wasted, man.
Of course he is.
When am I not fucking high?
All right, I give you in. I'll go get myself another glass of wine.
Stellini looks like he's got a giant bud in his room there.
I do, dude.
Dude,
Dude, it's not that at all. That is a marijuana plant right there, dude.
Dude, I saw some big fucking plants. It's legal out there. Your neighbors grow it, man. You know? But these friends of mine, I got pictures of it on my camera. But purple buds, not purple buds with purple hair, but just these fucking beautiful, mouth-watering purple buds that were like 6 inches high, right? They were just, oh man, it was a bucket list thing, man. I got to tell you.
I think that's beat.
Is that Atheist Ranger? Dude, you got fucking hair?
No.
Or the Stalius Peroni.
You fucking idiot!
Is that a wig? Is that a wig?
This is me
That's
right
a
here.
Fucking wig, dude.
Oh, that's Stalius Peroni.
I've had hair for a long fucking time, yo.
Are you?
I'm right
what?
here.
No, I know what you look like. Okay, Stalius Peroni. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I there with the he's a ginger. Holy fuck!
I'm not a ginger, dude. I have brown hair, you piece of shit.
That might be the light. Okay, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Politically
They're
correct
both
term
like
is
this.
daywalker.
I don't know, Stalin. You look pretty ginger to me.
Well, you look different, man. You look.
He's got gingivitis.
Pack, I will beat the shit out of you.
No, I wasn't. I'd never seen you with fucking hair, man. I saw you when you were bald, and I saw you with your fucking little dumb pony hat on, and that was it. I'd never seen you with hair.
I have no idea where the fuck that went.
Now you look like just a dumb 16-year-old.
That's probably a good thing.
Well, I am a dumb 16-year-old dude, so
Yeah.
that's good.
With buck teeth. Sure, absolutely.
Yep.
And you still got your tree. That's good. That's good. That's good.
It's a
Uh-oh, we're
marijuana.
dropping. I better shut up. It is not. It's a goddamn Christmas tree.
I wish it was a marijuana plant. I would have rolled that thing into a giant fucking blunt and smoke it. You think it hit?
I hate blunts, man. That's a waste
Blunts
of.
are so good, dude.
Roll it in some papers, not a fucking tobacco leaf.
No, dude, you get blunts, dude. You set up a time bomb and a bong, yo. It's fucking great, yo.
Nah, I just don't like the tobacco. If I want a cigar, I'll smoke a cigar. If I want to smoke some weed, I'll smoke some weed.
So just do it then. What the fuck you coming to me for?
My
yo?
problem is that I quit smoking. So I
Well,
need to
quit
find another
smoking.
way. I need to find another
edibles,
way to get
man.
this shit. I need
Yeah,
to
get
find another way.
edibles. Edibles,
Yeah, I guess so.
man.
Yeah, edibles.
I'm telling you, the edibles, the cookie, man. I was buying these sugar cookies they make, and they're packaged. They're and they were fucking nice, man. I came back with a lot of baked goods, man.
Yeah, but they do have the oils,
Yeah, I was gonna say
for these things. They do have the oils. I have to find.
Yeah, but if it's not legal where you're at and you get busted, it's easy.
Dude,
to
there's no
never
way
know
they're
when you're
gonna-
looking at your mail.
They're never gonna bust you for that, dude.
People get busted for that shit every once in a while, And if you've always been on the wrong end of the stick and never got away with much like I have,
Okay. Well, in my area, no one cares. No one gives a fuck.
Well,
the cops don't give a fuck. The people don't
they
give
do.
a fuck. They
They
don't.
I bet you they do.
I'll
They
bet you
don't.
they do. And when you
They
really
don't.
believe they don't, that's when you find out they really do.
Yeah.
No, they.
You're digging
Trust
your
me,
own,
dude.
You're digging your own
We
grave.
were.
by
We
denial.
were outside of church.
River Egypt.
Doesn't matter. Churches get busted with drugs all the time.
No,
these
we
days.
were outside of. I'm telling a story, yo. Okay, so we were outside of a church. This was like last week, yo. And there's this big field like right outside the church, and the road kind of goes around it, right? And it's not very far. It's like 50 feet across, right? So we're sitting there, and
Patrick Thatcher left the group for some reason. I don't know what happened. He was telling the
No.
story.
I'm gonna keep telling it. But we were sitting there, and this older kid that I only hang out with when I'm smoking weed, and he is to me what I am to Atheist Stranger, just constantly verbally abusive, but in like a humorous way. And he's always like, "I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, John." And I'm like, "Okay, dude." And but he hands me his bowl, right? And I take a hit from it, and mid hit, like I have the lighter in the bowl, right? 5-0 drives by, and they see the guy just staring out the window with the bowl in my hand, like I'm hitting it, and my eyes are wide open, and I'm just looking at the kid, the older kid next to me, and he's looking at me like, "I'm gonna beat the shit out of you for not hiding that, yo." But then the cop just drove away and didn't even give a fuck, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why are we not in jail right now, yo?"
He was probably on another call and didn't have time to deal with you, or maybe that particular cop didn't care, but that doesn't mean that all of law enforcement doesn't care.
I know every cop. I live in a really small town. There's only 5 officers, yo.
You're going by one example. That is not.
There's only 5 officers in my town, yo.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. There's more than 5 officers.
I've met them all. They
Right. What
don't
state do you live
care.
in? What state do you live in?
Pennsylvania.
Ah, okay. I'm moving to Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Oh God. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
excuse your pun.
Yeah. Keep thinking that they don't care where you live, because as soon as I'm telling you, I was 16, I was 17, I was 21. That's just like saying, "Hey, the cops don't care. We drink and drive around here, man." Because I drove by a checkpoint, man. You know.
They care if
Yeah.
you don't. They care if you get high and drive. They care if you have like a pound on you. But if you're just smoking up with some friends, they really don't give a fuck because they have better shit to do.
Okay, sure. Okay, believe that. I'm telling you.
And obviously, if you have like,
quite frankly, you might not. But quite frankly, you might not get caught ever, right? But if you're in a car smoking with your homies, you're asking to get caught.
we weren't in a car. We
Some
were sitting
fucking
on the
place where you-
stairs of a church.
Okay. What? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. You know what? Next time you sit on a church, somebody that saw you last time might just call the cops. They might come down there and you get released to your
trust me,
parents or
we've
something like
had-
that.
Hey, watch your language.
We've had some scary.
Jesus
We've had
fucking
some
Christ,
scary. We had some scary experiences outside that church. Like there was this one lady who was in her pajamas and had like the hair things in, and she was sitting on our porch staring at us for like 10 minutes while we smoked a blunt. And she got up, walked to the end of her driveway, and just kind of stared at us for a minute or two, and then turned around and walked into her garage. And we were like, "Dude, we should probably get out of here, yo." And we were like, "Yeah."
She was probably hoping that you offer her some.
Well,
yeah, it's like you want to hit.
or you're getting a mulligan in life, okay? And you know, it's kind of like a life lesson, you know, mulligan thing. Like, oh fuck, didn't get caught, you know. But if you keep doing things, you keep thinking you're not going to get caught. You know, going out smoking in front of churches and just banging it with your homeboys, yo. You know, you're statistically
you're not gonna fucking win. You know.
He's right. He's absolutely right.
I'm just saying, dude.
If it was a cop from like another city, like I'd probably put it out. But if it's the cops in my city, they seriously do not care. Like,
Yeah, until one of them's not in a good mood that day.
I just want to say one thing. It's not that they don't care; it's that they actually agree with you. It's like I'm not really doing anything wrong.
Well, no, that's legal.
Yes.
It's not their job to agree.
Hang on, Pat. I just want to say this because what Stalin is saying is that he wasn't driving, he wasn't doing anything, he wasn't basically doing anything wrong. But I do want to disagree with him is that they actually do care, but they don't want to bother with somebody who's just hanging out on their front porch, smoking weed. That's the point.
They were sitting on the church steps.
Or on a church. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, we were sitting on the steps of a church.
They're not going to cause any accidents, that sort of thing.
Well, the fact of the matter is, first of all, smoking period to a 16-year-old is against the law in every state. And so smoking pot, I don't know, that could be considered something a little bit more because that's drugs, class one, and, same with drinking, A teenager sometimes says, man, I wasn't even drunk, man. Well, you're not allowed to have alcohol, period. So just the fact that you're smoking, you know what I'm saying? I mean, where do you get your moral compass from, man? Don't you, you just like saying willy-nilly to the law? Man. You should be studying, young man.
If the law tells me I can't get a little high every now and again with the homeboys, then yeah, fuck the law. You know what I mean?
There are times when the law is wrong. There are those times. However, I'm in agreement with the other guy. You are pushing your limits. You are getting you're being very lucky at the moment. That maybe you're right. Maybe he's agreeing with you. The fact is that maybe he doesn't agree with the law, and he that's the only reason why he looked the other way. I'm just saying he's not going to be. He's not. Those police officers come and go. They're not going to be the only ones there forever.
Right. I know everyone on the force right now, though. So if someone new comes in, obviously I'm going to be more cautious.
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
Because that's really gonna
The
go
school
over well with the cops
resource
telling them that you know where they live.
They don't know where I live. Actually, yeah, they do.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fucking easy, man.
Yeah, they do. Some of some of them know me by name. So that's what I'm saying. They know my dad. So if they really cared, they could just tell my dad. My dad beat the shit out of me.
Well, the thing is,
Oh yeah, your dad'll beat the shit out of them because they busted you with weed.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, Stalin, is that I actually agree with these other guys what they're saying.
Well, thank you, Patrick. That makes me feel special.
Well, just to hang on. You don't have to feel special.
Man.
Let me finish. Just let me finish. But the thing is, Stalin, is that what these guys are saying are, there is truth in what they're saying. But in a way, you're right too. In other words, but the point I'm trying to make is that you're making a misconception of statement by saying that they don't.
How is he right?
They do actually care. They are probably looking the other way because of a variety of reasons, and everything that Patrick Thatcher and the other guy saying are probably some of those reasons. And I don't claim to know all the reasons, but the point is that the statement that they don't care is probably not true. They do care.
I would agree with that statement.
I've been validated by Festa. Wow, thank you so much, Festa.
The other Patrick.
Now, can I give my counterpoint? I've been straight up told by someone on the force, the school resource officer, that the only way they care is if you have an excessive amount, you're driving, or you bring it to school.
Yes.
Then he needs to lose his job.
You have to understand that
Then the resource officer and the police department need to lose their jobs because their personal opinion of it isn't the thing. Like I'm saying, I'm believe it or not, I wish I smoke pot, so I'm not against pot, but when it comes to school resources officers or police officers in your town, that's their fucking job. And dude, I was 16, man. Famous last words. Never gonna get caught, man. Famous last words.
I never said
they don't care, man. They don't care, man. Famous last words.
Hey Patrick, shut the fuck up.
My cousin's on the police force.
The thing is, Stalin, is that they don't actually care.
Shut the fuck up. I'm trying to talk, yo.
Maybe the cops that did the right thing and left you alone. But the thing is, me and the other Patrick were actually once teenagers at one time. I was a fucking pothead when I was a teenager myself. So it's not uncommon. The thing is that there are those cops that will look the other way because they see the truth in the matter. But
because they're on the tape, Joey.
But you need to know that this attitude of they don't care is wrong. They do care. They may be looking the other way, but they do care.
Find a place with your friends to chill, man. When one of their parents is at work or some shit, or out in the back shed somewhere, or some shit.
We have a place to chill.
Public. Then you should do it there, man.
That is really chill, yo. No, I have to describe because it's not the front porch. It's like there's these side steps that come down, and then against the building, there's these steps that come down and go underneath this porch thing, right? So you could hide down there, and no one would see you. And the door that leads to that is covered in cobwebs. It's never been opened.
If you're still at the church like that, the bishop is going to come in and he's going to slap you around and he's going to pull you by the fucking ear. And then he's going to take you in front of the father. And he's going to say, boys, what's been going on? Time to go to the confessional.
You know what, Lobster?
I am 90% sure the pastor at that church is a stoner.
I feel for Stalin because I've also had my hideaway places too. When I was smoking and getting high and shit.
Sure,
there are these places where we used to hide and apparently that was one of his comfortable places. But I just want to reiterate that they do care. They do care.
No. I mean, all it would take is for like the next town over cop to come over and get out and like arrest their ass, because they like we border the next town over like exactly. So they occasionally their cops would be coming in and like on a call or something. Those cops I'm worried about.
Well, you live on the edge.
Well, let me tell you about my little hiding place, which really wasn't a hiding
Yeah,
place.
let's hear about Patrick's drug
It's not
infused
really a
days,
hiding
man.
place because it was a public place. Where I lived, there was a bridge over a railroad track, and it was hand place, and it was the last cobblestone bridge that existed in the town that I lived in. So there was this what we called when we were children forts. We used to go there all the time. Punk weeds used to grow in the swamps. And
Somebody mute me.
all right. So we used to go there all the time and do this rebellious things, whether it be smoking pot or drinking beer, whatever it was. And I even did some mischievous things like throw metal things across the high voltage wires, across the electrical wires on the railroad and cause an explosion. We used to do some fucking nasty fucking things. But this was a hideaway place. This was a place where we teenagers thought it was cool to hang out. Whether or not cops were able to actually see these places, we didn't, as teenagers, we didn't think that we would be busted there. And we weren't. But the point is that they actually did know. So there are these places that
I have no doubt they know about
these
all
places
our
that
hiding
teenagers
spots.
think that are hideaway places, and I'm sure Stalinists thought that this stairway was.
No, I have no doubt that they know people smoke drugs there. It's just
All
a
right,
matter
I'm
of
just-
are they
I'm just
there
trying- I'm just
when we're
trying-
doing it.
I'm making an analogy here. I'm not certain that it is actually an accurate analogy, but I'm trying to point out something that there is that thing. We were all teenagers once. I'm 50. I'm an old fucking fart right now, but I do remember when I was a teenager. I'm just trying to point out something to you. I'm being personal with you right now, and I'm pointing out something to you that you probably didn't know about me. To show you that
What? I
you
knew you were
understand.
hot
You understand
when you
about
were a
hiding
teenager.
places. You understand about little forts and places. But the fact is that they actually do care. Whether or not you agree with them is another thing, because I certainly didn't agree with them at the time either. But the point is that they actually do care.
That's a public service announcement by Patrick Fester.
I'm
Yeah,
not
public service
advocating you smoke weed in front of cops. I'm just saying every time I've been caught with it,
I was
nothing
in high
happened,
school
and they told me they
and
don't
there was
care.
this kid that created a 1.5 foot long joint that we smoked in front of the fucking school.
That was a waste
this
of
is where I
pot.
come from.
Did that even hit you?
Yeah, we did this. We used to smoke in the fucking
Yeah, but
courtyard, and the teachers were knowing about it.
That was different weed, man.
Yeah, it's definitely more potent today's days. But the
No
point
shit.
is, we did this, and this is where I come from.
All I'm saying
Hide it in your bedroom, man. Did your mom?
around here.
I didn't have to hide. I just went up in the attic in my bedroom, and we used to smoke and drink, and
Well, okay, it's hiding.
don't come
though,
home
you
at
know.
all. Alice goes.
Well,
We either go out into the woods because we built a tree fort, like an actual tree house with yeah. But like we either go out there or we go to the
we had
church.
across the track. We had these punkweed forts. I actually almost got hit by a train. I almost got hit by a train going there one time. But
Well, getting high
we had-
shouldn't
we had
involve
our-
possible
we had our-
fucking injury.
we had a quiet hangout where we used to do all that shit. But mostly it was in the house with my parents present. And
Oh, mom and dad were tokers, huh? Yeah. Toke it up, mom.
I used to be the audio freak. I used to have all the sound, and I used to bring all the beer. During the winter, we had our own.
But if
refrigerator.
mom used to like to jam
on
too
the
when
ledge,
you guys were doing
there was this
bong hits.
ledge which was the gutter of the old house, which was built in 1800s. We used to put the beer out on the ledge in the snow, and we used to drink beer and smoke weed.
Patrick,
Bombs-
I'm not trying to
bombs
interrupt
all-
you.
bongs and all, and I was the guy with the audio equipment that played all kinds of Pink Floyd and all that shit. You know, you get drunk.
Hold on a second. Brojo said something about lagging. Is anybody else lagging too?
It's a little laggy, and it's a little. Now I'm getting a little echo from somebody.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not lagging, no.
Well,
I was lagging a little bit ago.
A little bit.
Brojo, it's all your fault.
Yeah,
No, he's
Fucking
the only
internet.
sane person here. Or the only person I would buy a used car from, let's put it that way.
I don't buy used cars anymore.
Okay, he's the only person I'd buy a car from.
No, okay. I'll mute in case, for the scientific purposes, I'll mute.
Well,
let me know if it's gone.
We're not echoing now.
No, there's still an echo.
Oh, I'm not hearing it.
I'm not hearing it.
Okay, now
Are you hearing it now? 1, 2, 3. Is it me?
I don't know. We won't know until somebody else speaks.
Oh well.
Yeah, now we're getting it again.
Okay, let me mute again.
All right, let's see if it happens now. No, it's definitely you then, Patrick.
It's my
You're
fault.
echoing.
I did it.
Yeah,
Fuck
it's your
you,
fault.
you fucking faggot.
Vesta got fucked by science again.
He blinded me with science.
That's the only time he's ever been fucked in his life.
Well,
I'd rather be fucked. I'd rather get fucked by science than religion. At least if I get fucked by science, I know that it's real.
Well, it could be, pseudo.
Who said that? Who said that?
I didn't
That's
say
good.
I didn't say
love that.
pseudoscience. I said science, not pseudoscience.
Well, let's put it this way. If it involves me being penetrated in any way, shape, or form through my buttocks or forcefully in any other orifice of my body, I'm not for it. Okay?
Hang on. Lobster, my asshole is a one-way street. Exit only.
Sure. Can I see medical records proving that?
Can you show yours?
No, you can't. But if you search, you might be able to find them.
Sure, I'll show you mine, but we'll get fucking taken off the air.
His asshole is a one-way street, enter only, dude.
I'm in a really weird mood. Ah, come on, Festa. We've all been a little too fucked up before, and there was a whole bunch of people and stuff. And,
Hey, listen, Lobster. I love you.
Come on.
But I'm sorry. I do love you. You're fucking cool. But
I love
I'm
you.
sorry.
Well,
I'm sorry.
how
dude.
much do you
I'm
love
sorry.
me?
I'm sorry, but my asshole is a one-way street. It's exit only. Cheers.
Oh, hey,
enter only.
I don't have to put my dick in your ass. I can just, we can just play.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. I mean, he says he loves. He says he loves me and stuff. I mean, fuck me. I mean,
Ranger,
are you trying to ask me out? Are you trying to ask me out on a date, Festa?
Do you see what your hangout has become?
Because I'm not cheap, man.
Can I borrow your feet?
Ranger, you need to get in here and regulate this shit, yo.
Yo, goddamn, man, will you stop that?
I'm sorry, I can't help it, dude.
No,
I almost did it again.
We're having a good time. It's all good. It's all good.
I know anybody with any credibility at all, except for who's the guy in the middle here, the Packard Power. Who is that?
Packard Sonic. That's me.
Okay, Packard Sonic, and is that Brojo, the black and blue looking cross thing?
Mark Siddell.
That's who?
Mark Siddell, I think his last name.
I don't think
he's.
Brother John left for some reason. I'm not sure if he accidentally left or.
Well,
I think he's coming back.
The Hangout's pretty much gone in the shitter. Hey, did you ever find out what the problem was originally?
With what?
Yeah, I got
the
sniped.
Hangout.
Yeah, I got sniped.
Oh.
It was outbound again. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end this here. So.
Trolling is one thing, jumping in to fuck with people and shit. But when you start knocking people out of a hangout, that pretty much destroys the whole idea of like fucking with people at hangouts. You know what I mean?
It's juvenile. It's juvenile.
Yeah, it's.
Let's stop talking about this right now because that is seriously killing my buzz, yo.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
No.
like, yeah.
Every
We
time.
definitely
Hey,
had a great hangout. We managed to get away from the fucking trolls, and
Hey.
we're all joking around and we're talking about all kinds of stupid shit. And this was all
Before we go off
because
air,
wait for it.
Ronnie, every
Nathan
time you
Stranger-
say
Nathan
yo
Stranger,
again, I'm going to hit this
Nathan
whistle.
Stranger, thank you for making this hangout.
Okay, well, let me say the ending credits here.
Well, wait.
le-
I wanted to know what your favorite activity to do while stoned is, and I want to hear from everyone.
Your what?
I want to know what your favorite activity to perform while stoned is.
I wouldn't know. I hate getting hit by rocks.
Not that kind of stoned, yo. The good kind.
I don't know. I've never been stoned.
You need to get stoned and tell me.
I was too stoned to fucking figure